going on, Credit Sniper? This is your boy Carlos Estrada with the best credit blueprint. And guys, today I want to talk to you about how to convert your credit cards into cash over here now in 2022. Now, we know that we all need some cash, but there's very good ways in how you can make money from your own credit cards. Might as well, right? That's OPM, other people's money. You know the banks are making money off of us. Why not use it to also make some money? But keep in mind, guys, you also need to be ethical anytime that you're borrowing some money, because you still got to pay. But at the same time, do not scam the banks. It is a federal offense that could land you in jail, and none of us want to end up in jail. So keep this in mind. What I'm telling you, it is something that I try, things that my clients have tried as well. But I'm not an attorney nor a CPA. So I'm going to give you my advice on what I know I have tried, but at the same time, this is not an advice as legal advice. But what I could tell you is some of these tactics are used by scammers in order to scam the big banks. Now, guys, so let's start. But before I continue, I appreciate that you guys are here today. Now, if this is your first time on this channel, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you taking the time, at least just until this seconds or minutes of the video, and at least listening to what I have to say. I promise that what I'm about to give you, the 5 points that I'm about to give you, are something that will help you, and you can eventually make some money from credit cards. Now, hey guys, subscribe. If this is your first time on this channel, subscribe. Make sure that you click on the bell icon, click on all, but destroy that like button. You know why? Because by you doing that, you are helping me in order to reach many, many more. It is my job, my mission, it is my calling to help many of you, to help you become the better person, better version of you. And how I'm doing that is by allowing you and teaching you how to take charge of your finances through credit. Now, credit is something that none of us learn. We didn't go to school and there was a finance 101. You didn't go to school, there was a course that said how to balance your check, or how to use your credit card to make money, or how to even use a credit card. Now one course was there. We had something that taught you how to do work, how to workshop or woodwork and so on. I mean, many other stuff, but you know what? It is time to learn those things that we didn't learn in school. They are really required in life today, and we all need. Because let's be honest, many things that we learn in school, we don't use today. So let's continue. That's a conversation for another day. Now, guys, so one of the main things that I want to tell you is the first point that in which you can make cash from your credit card is anytime that you're about to open a new account, you know that you need to fund your account. Usually it's between 5 to whatever amount you actually want to put in. Many banks will allow you to fund the new opening, or the opening of the new account with your credit card. So you could put up to $500, $1,000. Now, one of the things that I'm going to tell you is that before you do that, check with your credit card and say, if I do this, if I fund the opening of my new car, will that be charged, or that be my interest rate will be as I'm using my credit card, or as a cash advance? Now, keep in mind that anytime that you do a cash advance on your credit card, it is usually 5 to 10% more than what you will pay by using your credit card. So I've seen some of my credit cards that I have, it ranges from 10% all the way to 20%. Now, what I also seen that anytime that I have put cash or cash advance, it ranges between 15 to almost 30%. So it is my job to always stay on top of it. So you could go to the website if you don't want to talk to someone. So when you have your credit card, you go to the website, it usually gives you the information on cash advance and how much would it cost you. Now, many banks will also charge you a one-time fee for doing the whole process. So keep that in mind. It's going to cost you a little more, but you could definitely get some cash if that's something that you need. Now, at the end of the day, guys, we still need to be ethical. You still need to pay that money back. It is a loan or a credit line that the bank is giving you. And you also need to pay your credit at the end of the day and make your monthly payments. Remember, always try to stay on time on your monthly payments. Now, one of the things that I'm about to advise you is on your credit cards is don't always pay, or let's just say, don't always pay your monthly payment on your due date. Remember this. Call your credit card and find out when is the statement closing day. Well, the statement closing day is usually a couple days before the due date, but on the statement closing day is when the creditor, on this case the bank, will reconciliate that account and report it to your credit report. Usually if you make that a payment before the statement closing day, it's going to report to the creditor with a lower credit utilization on that card, which means that it's going to help your credit score overall. Now, let's move on. Now, obviously, you can get a cash advance, and like I said before, it could range anything between 30. Okay, so the cash advance, so it could range anything between 15 to 24%. But they also cap it. So let's just say you have $100,000 for conversation's sake on a credit card. It doesn't mean that you could get $100,000 of credit or cash advance. It usually ranges anything between 25 to 40% of what the credit available that you have on the card. So in this case, for conversation's sake, would be anything between $25 to $40,000. Keep in mind that it's always going to be 5 to 10% more than what you will get charged interest-wise if you were to use your credit card. Now, the third is it's called manufacturer spending. Now, while this is not legal, this is legal, you have to keep in mind that this is what a lot of scammers use it. And what I mean by that is manufacturer spending is you having a credit card. So you got a credit card, which is your card A. Your card B is a debit prepaid card. So what a lot of scammers do is they steal information, buy gift cards, and then reload that debit card or debit credit card with that gift card. You see me? That's anytime that you get a scammer saying that you need to pay IRS or loans, but you need to do it with an Apple card or with a eBay card or even a Walmart card, guys, it is a scammer. This is what a lot of scammers do. So you have to keep in mind that this is, and a lot of people are catching up to this. It is, you can definitely do that, but a lot of creditors are also catching up to this whole thing. So if when you call your creditor, and I will advise you to call, if you're trying to do this, you remember you need to get that prepaid debit card. You gotta obviously have your card. But what a lot of creditors doing now is if you ever buy a gift card with that credit card, they are taking that and they are charging you as if it was a cash advance. Now you can do that, but always be wary, guys. Scamming banks could land you up in jail up to 25 years. It's not worth it for a couple $1,000s. Now, the fourth way that I advise you or that I'll tell you that you can make money is using your credit card as a trade line. So what is a trade line? A trade line is anything that you have in your credit report. It could be your car loan, your house loan. It could be a credit card. So in this case, AUs. And what AU means is authorized user. This is a business, guys. So if, let's just say I have a credit card of $20,000 and I will advise each one of you, if you are about to do this, use a trade line and sell your trade line as an authorized user for people to come into or piggyback on your good credit and your good standing credit. Always keep that credit card between 2 to 5%. So in this case, let's say $20,000, 2 to 5% of that will be anything between $400 to $2,000. Oh, I'm sorry, to $1,000. So that is the range. You never want to keep a credit card dormant. And what I mean by that is you never want to pay the whole credit card off because guess what? It doesn't do anything for your credit report. As a matter of fact, it damages it. You want to have a revolving credit on that credit card. Now, what a lot of people do, and what we do here too, we have a lot of investors that have good standing credit cards. And what they do, they sell their trade lines for, let's say, Bob, that has an okay credit, but he wants to be able to borrow Johnny's credit that has a good age, almost 15 years with a $25,000 credit limit. So Bob will become an authorized user on Johnny's credit, and that will get attached to his credit report, which means that now brings his utilization up and his credit line up, thus increasing his credit score. So if this is you and you have a good credit card with a good amount, with a good age, and you've been paying your credit card on time and you have a good utilization, you could sell your credit card for an authorized user. And it could range anything from $200 to $1,000 for a matter of, or even more, depending on how much you have, between a month to 90 days. So guys, you can make money from having a credit card. Now the fifth one is balance transfer. Now I will tell you, let's just Google it. How Google credit cards that have a good balance transfer and apply to them. Now you could take your old credit card that you paid a 18, 20, 15% and transfer. Most of these new credit cards, when they allow you to do a balance transfer, is anything between 12 months to almost 24 months, which means that you are not going to be paying interest and you could pay a lot faster and save a lot of money so you can make money, right? Now guys, these are 5 ways. Now something that I'm going to tell you is anytime that you apply for a new credit line or credit card loan, or even a house loan, you know that you're going to have an inquiry. So anytime that you get an inquiry or that you get approved for a loan, it costs you between 1 to 2 points of your credit report or your credit score. Anytime that you get denied for credit, it will cost you anything between 4 to 7. So you are going to get inquiries. Now, in the Best Credit Blueprint, we have something called the 72-hour deletion program. Now, guys, if you're going to be applying for credit cards in order to do any of these 5 little tricks in which you can make money by using your credit card in 2022, we can also help you so we could keep your credit score or your credit report sterile. That's what I like to use. I like to sanitize your credit report. What I'm talking about, sanitize, make sure we keep it clean. So like that, you are ready and take charge, use other people's money to make money this year and to actually take charge of your life and your finances. Guys, my name is Carlos. I am with the Best Credit Blueprint. Thank you for being here today. I appreciate it. Do not forget, make sure you subscribe, make sure you click on the bell icon all so that you'll be notified every time that we post some new content. Guys, smash that like button. I appreciate it. I have one more gift to you or for you. In the bottom of this video, you're going to see a link. It's called the Remasters Secret Lenders List. Go to that link, get it for free. I'm not going to keep it. I'm going to start selling this once again. But right now, it is for free. And what I want you to do is go there, get the 64-page book. We actually did a research in the whole United States, and you have over 400 creditors. And it'll tell you where they pull from, which bureau they pull from, which bureau do they report to, approximately what is the credit score needed to apply for them, and how much you'll get with your credit score. It is a great tool. It gives you a plan of attack before you attack. And like us, we are the Best Credit Blueprint, so that's my goal, giving you a blueprint so you could be successful this year. Thank you for being here today, and I'll see you in the next video.